Alright, today we are going to talk a little bit about our third brake light antenna mount from GJ Motorsports. Really like it. It is a little bit expensive, but if you look at the other options that are out there, from Bulletproof Diesel, which is just a gasket that kind of fits between, or a bracket that fits between your original brake light mount and this brake light mount, it's not that expensive. The other bracket's about $350. This one was about $700. You get a whole new bracket. You get 3 Baja Design S2 lights. One in the center acts as your normal kind of work light for the bed of the truck. The other 2 act as a chase light, which I really like. So when you're off-roading, you're driving through dust, cars behind you can still see you. It also has the antenna mount on the top, so your antenna feeds through. There's no need to drill a hole. No need to run a kind of wire through somewhere else or have an antenna mount that kind of just magnetically mounts somewhere. So really like this. Seems like great durability. There are 4 bolt holes that you come in. You use a Torx or a star pattern T20 Torx bolt or Torx unit to get everything out. Run the wires through, and if you kind of walk over here, or if I turn the key on, you can kind of see the red lights mount. You can see the brake or the center light up. I'll go ahead and turn on the inside light. So if we come in here, I wired everything into the 5th auxiliary. And you can see or get a very good view of those amber lights for the chase lights. And the reason I went to the 5th auxiliary port is the 5th one is rated at 5 amps, and the Baja Design S2 lights, I did not get the pros, they are just the sports, pull off 1.7 amps per light, so plenty of amperage. So from the inside of the 3rd brake light mount, you come in here, kids safety seat. I'm sure all you guys have this in your Raptor. Pull up the floor mat. These little plastic things just pop off. Once you get that popped off, you can pull off the weather stripping, and then you can pull off this entire kind of plastic unit. Once that's off, you can get in here and pull down the roof liner just a little bit, and once you're inside there, you can feed everything through the 3rd brake light hole kind of on the back of the cab. And then I ran everything down this C-pillar, ran the ground wire across. There is a bolt that is on the back side behind the driver's side seat. I ran the rest of the wiring down the A-pillar. There's a channel underneath here. That channel continues underneath here. Again, you pull off the Ford Performance thing, and that again just pops up. Once you pop that off, you can pull off the once the mat's out of the way, you can pull out the fuse box door. Once that's out, you get access to here, and you can actually take this entire portion of the fuse box cover off once you take the weather stripping off. So really easy to get to everything. Super smooth when it comes to the install of everything. I'll put that back in when I have 2 hands later. And then the one thing that was a little tricky for those of you that haven't wired anything on the truck before was you have the auxiliary switches that are pre-wired for power, and you have those, the hot ones, or the hot ones that if you're wiring like fog lights in the front of the truck, really easy to do. But if you want to use the ports inside, you have to connect the pass-through wires to the hot wires. So number 5 was a brown and white wire, which you can no longer see because it's up here and it's now kind of coming through here. It's got shrink wrap over it, and once you pass that through, the wires inside are now live and hot. These wires were all taped up right here to this cable. Those are the pass-through wires. The original hot wires were taped up over here, and we pulled those and brought those over here. You can see one I'm using for the fog lights and another one I'm using for the chase lights in the back. how you get... All right, so how you get to everything. First thing, format. Take it out. You're installing stuff, you don't need it. Second thing, fuse box panel. Take it out, don't need it. Third thing, you are gonna pull up and take out the Ford Performance cover. Once that's out of place, you can take off this entire panel. I'm gonna go ahead and hold this. And now you have access to everything. So you can see my wires running along this channel. This channel runs all the way back to the C-pillar in the back of the truck. Wires come up, come right through here. These are the hot power wires. And then this wire here is the pass-through wire. You can see the other pass-through wires tucked up here. And now you have access to everything. Nice, easy, really, really clean way. Ford did a great job designing this, made it really easy to get to everything. Hope that makes sense, and then everything just snaps back into place.